Manjuu just dropped a huge update on their upcoming creature collector RPG, Azur Promilia. And they've made one thing clear: this isn't just another Pokémon or Palworld clone. It's got real-time action combat, PvP, Qipos, that play dead when scared, and yes, bosses you can actually capture. The catch? The entire dev video was in Chinese. But don't worry, I went through the whole thing, and I'm breaking down everything they revealed: new character models, creature behavior, PvP modes, and a surprisingly deep combat system. Oh, and did I mention they just raised the age rating from 12 plus to 16 plus? Which means things are about to get real interesting. Let's start with the characters. The devs showcased a few, including both new and old ones. And I swear, this chick in the Japanese school uniform, she looks so familiar. I know I've seen her before in some anime, or she looks really similar to some anime girl. I can't quite remember. If you recognize her, please let me know. Anyways, next they talked about the improvements made to the character models. What can I say? The skin looks so much more organic. Her ears look softer and fluffier, and the hair shades have improved too. Even the tail looks better. Oh, and if you notice the tail of this character, the scales on her tail shine differently depending on the direction of the light, which is a nice touch. The textures of her clothes have also improved slightly. Players testing the beta have also revealed some details about protagonist customization. They mentioned you can customize eye color, skin color, change ears from the 4 options available, and the color of the top. They also mentioned there's a clothing bar, and you can freely switch between male and female protagonists, making all the color adjustments with a few fixed color options. What you can't adjust, however, is the protagonist's body shape, hair color, hairstyle, face shape, or height. I can understand that they probably don't want players creating abominations of characters they've spent so much time and effort refining. But honestly, it still feels a bit restrictive in my opinion. Next, let's talk about the Qipos. Devs mentioned that the Qipos are super active during the day while curl up and sleep at night. They also react differently when approached by players. For instance, some Dulu Qipo may play dead when they sense danger. And as you can see, that one ran away. Yep, even Qipo of the same species can respond in totally different ways. They also showcased how some Qipos can camouflage themselves to avoid enemies. They blend so well into their surroundings that if you're not paying attention, you might not even notice them. And that's by design. The devs said they designed the Qipo ecology to make the world feel more alive and immersive. Okay, let's talk about how to capture these Qipos. Basically, it's similar to other creature collector games. First, you need to lower a Qipo's health. Once its HP is low, that's your chance to capture it using cards. Yes, you don't capture them in spherical objects, but with cards. Your success rate also depends on the type of card you use. They also mentioned that some Qipos have rare variants with alternate colors, which you'll be able to see and compare in your Qipo encyclopedia. The devs said they encourage players to collect all the special variants. But what makes them so special? Is it just the color? I guess we have to wait to know more about it. Like in any other creature collector game, Qipos can become your mounts once you've captured them. Some can be ridden on land, others can swim across rivers, and some can even fly through the skies. Certain Qipos will also help out at your base with tasks like planting, farming, managing deliveries, watering, lighting fires, and all kinds of chores while you're off exploring. Each one has its own job, and the more you capture, the livelier your base becomes. Qipos also fall into different combat types, like strike, disrupt, defense, and more. Some deal direct damage, while others focus on healing, buffs, or crowd control. This means you can create a Holy Trinity-style setup for combat. Speaking of which, let's discuss the combat next, but first, a huge thanks to you guys for supporting this new channel, and if you are new here, hi, I'm Bit. Welcome to EveryBit-Game. Apparently, you can bring 3 characters and 1 Qipo each into battle. Each companion has their own unique elements and skills, so smart team building will be key. There are also perfect dodge, parry, and counter mechanics in place, and bosses can be staggered as well. From what can be seen in the video, every time you switch characters, your Qipo changes to the one assigned to that character. There's also synergy between the characters and Qipo's attacks, meaning you can combine their moves to amplify the effect or damage, giving us lots of room to experiment. Oh, and the devs mentioned that some of the bosses in the game can be captured as well, which is pretty sick, if you ask me. But one thing I didn't like about the combat is that the boss they demoed felt more like a huge pinata or punching bag. In my opinion, I would have loved to see more varied attacks coming from the boss. Apart from that, I think the combat looks pretty solid overall. When it comes to PvP, there's a mode called Qipo Showdown. It's a card-based tower defense-style game mode where players can form a Qipo team or lineup to challenge in various stages. Your Qipos retain their original skill stats, which should make it friendly for free-to-play players. And speaking of skills, there are abilities like Inspire, Heal, Power Strike, and more. In Qipo Showdown, there's a bar that represents your deployment points, which regenerate gradually and automatically. You spend these points to summon Qipos into battle, and some Qipos activate powerful intro effects the moment they're deployed. During battle, players can also issue tactical commands that boost their Qipos. For example, Full Assault increases your team's attack power and speed. Once triggered, your team charges straight at the enemy's crystal. As your team defeats enemy Qipos, they push forward, and once you destroy the enemy's crystal, you win. The devs mentioned that Qipo Showdown will be playable in the upcoming Psyche test. It's still being fine-tuned, but they promise to continue optimizing it. Lastly, they showcased a glimpse of the Newbud Valley area which, as they mentioned, carries echoes of the ancient Felis dynasty. The land is filled with traces of civilization and hidden dangers. Now, based on everything I shared in this video, I think Azur Promilia offers something different from what we usually see in the genre. Everything looks fresh and beautiful, whether it's the character models, the creatures, or the world itself. I'm definitely looking forward to playing it. If you're also interested in the game, let me know which aspect caught your attention. Is it the characters, the creatures, the absolutely beautiful world, or just everything about it? And hey, if you made it this far, do a good deed. Like the video and subscribe to become part of our slowly growing community. Let's enjoy our games together and enjoy every bit of it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.